guys, welcome to another video with Leilani. No, you are not seeing double. It is me again. I am back for another video. We are getting away from Disney, although I have my Disney shirt on still. It is still the same day, but I wanted to come on and share with you guys some stuff that I got. Just random stuff today because we're on our weekend venture and you guys will see kind of like a weekend haul of just like me doing different things this weekend. Nothing real crazy. I'm going to be going to the grocery store. You guys will see stuff like that I did today, and it's the same day. I had a very long day today, but I wanted to finish my Disney video content with you guys. So if you guys are watching this video, it is the same day. I just kind of broke everything up with everything that I did. I did share my haul for all my Disney items that I did purchase, all my merchandise and stuff that I picked up in Florida. I did not add to you guys to tell you guys that Florida is gorgeous. Did I tell you guys that? Florida is actually gorgeous. It's a really beautiful state. It really reminds me of Tennessee. My parents spent some time living there. My dad's job took my family to the South back in 2000. It took my family to the South, so they actually spent some time in the suburbs of Tennessee, right outside Memphis, beautiful place. And then his job took them to Arkansas, suburb, nice area as well. And then it took them to Texas, nice suburb, gated community, like where I live now, just very similar. And that's where it took them to the South. So they have lived in 3 country states. My mom and my siblings, you guys know I have a brother and sister I always talk about, and I have 2 nieces. I have one niece that's actually just graduated from high school. So congratulations, sweetheart. I'm so happy and so proud of you. So she just finished and graduated from high school. And then I have a niece that is 6 years old. That's her little sister. That is actually my sister's children. And then my brother, he doesn't have any children. And then, of course, my mom and dad are still living and still with us, which is really, really great. So they're all in Texas. My parents and my siblings and my nieces live in Texas. I'm here in California. We are all from California except for my dad. So my dad was actually born in Alabama. So yeah, but my dad's job took them to the South, because I know sometimes people ask me that, like on Instagram, they'll be like, so are you from Texas? I'm like, no. But my mom's family, her mother, her father, her grandmother, which is my great grandmother, all of her people are from Texas, right? Which are my family too. But you know, all of my mom's side is from Texas. My dad's side is from Alabama. So that's just kind of how it is. I think a lot of people are from the South. A lot of times when you break it down, a lot of people are from the South. And yeah, let me know down in the comments where you were born and raised, maybe your parents, or where you live now. Were you born anywhere in the South? I think the South is very nice. I think it's very pretty, very green. Florida, I really liked the scenery of it. They had a lot of like kind of, I don't want to say like swamp or reservoir, but like a lot of water areas. I'm trying to think what the proper word is. Let me know down in the comments how to say it the right way. But it's like a lot of little, like, it's not dams, but what is it? It's like a lot of areas. There's like almost like a little lake or like a little water area. And it'll be like a lot of green trees and stuff. And then it'll be like a little water area. And it's a lot of that in Florida. But when I say Florida was beautiful, it was so beautiful. It was so green. There are freeways or highways, or sometimes they call it a beltway. We call it a freeway in California. So freeway is where you would get on and drive fast to get somewhere. A highway, a beltway. I think there's so many different ways that people call it different things. But in California, we call it a freeway. So you just have to kind of get familiar with the lingo in different states and stuff. But Florida was absolutely gorgeous, you guys. But I cannot wait to get back to Southern California. I feel like we're very lucky and kind of blessed to be in California. If you've never visited California, then you have no clue. But California has some of the best weather. I'm not even saying that because I live here. I might seem like I'm biased, but I have been to a lot of different other states, and I've been to a lot of different places where the weather is very different. In California, it does not just randomly rain. Like in Florida, it does that in Tennessee, does it in all the places that I mentioned, it does that. If you go to Las Vegas, you won't get that kind of weather. If you're in Arizona, you don't really get that weather. A lot of places that are very close to California, San Diego doesn't really do that. If it's raining, you will get that kind of weather, but you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, we don't have any humidity like that. Every once in a while, it's a little bit humid because of the weather, because it's real hot. But typically, California is not humid. It's just like kind of mild weather, and we just have sun. It's just nice. It's just a different kind of weather. So for me to come back home and not feel sticky and muggy all day and just kind of feel like I was in the midst of like a shower, but not in the shower, like almost in a steam room. That's how you feel walking around. You feel like you're in a steam room when you're walking around in Florida or just in the South. So it's a different field, and there's a lot of different bugs, and the bugs land on you. It's a lot. So that part of things I don't miss, but I will be honest with you guys, I have only been back for 5 minutes for Florida, and I'm already missing Walt Disney World. I feel like I was there. I feel like I was there for 2 weeks. It felt long, and it really didn't go by that fast. It seemed like every day was very long, but it was like in a positive way. But I'm gonna probably be talking about that trip for a little bit, but I wanted to share with you guys some things that I picked up today, just throughout my day. You guys can let me know in the comments if you liked any of these items. I have a big item that I want to share with you guys that I noticed at the Disney parks that I thought was pretty cool, so I wanted to pick it up for myself, give you guys as much information as I can on them, and then I will, kind of go from there. So the first thing that I did today was to go to Sephora because I was getting low on my perfume. So I decided to go there and pick up some perfume because this perfume is one that I wanted to try for a while. I've heard a few people talking about it. I've seen it at Sephora. I typically shop at Ulta, to be honest with you. That's like my store of choice. I typically shop there, so I was not signed up with their rewards. I did not download their app, but the girl signed me up today. I do have the app for Ulta because I do get my MAC makeup from Ulta, and then I get my Touchland sanitizer from there. And then the face wash that I use, I actually get from there as well. Now, Sephora, I don't really go to, but Sephora has the K Ali perfume. So there's like 6 or 7 different perfumes for her. This one is actually called the Yum. This is the Yum Bougie Marshmallow is what it's called. And it says Intense on there. So it's the K Ali. So this is the actual packaging for that. Hopefully you guys can see that good. This perfume was I actually bought this today. It was $150. This is for the taller bottle. My husband was like, you might as well get the bigger one. I think the small one was like, I don't know. It was like, I think $20 more for this one. So the small one was like 110, and this one was like 130 or something without the door. Out the door with everything. The tax on this one was, it was actually 138. So I think the smaller bottle, this bottle's not gigantic, but it's a decent size. So I'll have to show you guys this bottle when I open it up. It's kind of how it looks. But the K Ali, maybe I'll open it too so you guys can see it before the video's up. But yeah, so the K Ali, they have a little bit smaller bottle. It was like 110 maybe. And then this one's like 138, and then it was like $12.08 of sales tax. California sales tax is 8.75. So this is the bag from Sephora, and then they just gave me like a bunch of samples because she was saying when you sign up with them, you get a bunch of samples. So I was looking on here to see if there's any samples that I would actually want. This one is a facial serum by Youth to the People. So I'm probably not going to use that. I was kind of going over some of these. I like this little bag that they put everything in. It gives birthday party favor. But that is what they gave me. So these are all the samples that I got. This one is a Josie Marin. This is a body butter. It says topless tangerine. So this is a body butter here, sample. And then I have a peptide, what is this? Peptide mask, something serum. So I have that. And then I have another one called Good Genes. This is like a exfoliate, like cleanser sheet or something by Good Genes. And then Elements is a hydrating cleansing balm. I don't necessarily use this kind of stuff. Like here's a daily microfoliant. This is a soy face cleaner here by Fresh. And then Paula's Choice Pro Collagen Plumping Moisturizer. I'm not going to use that. And then this is a Aqua Bomb by Belief. I don't know what that is. And then this one you get 2. You get a exfoliate and smooth, which is like a daily peel. So you get this one. And then what I do like is the little tester. That's always nice, the perfume. This one, it says it has black pepper, capri fig, and patchouli. And this one is a Dolce & Gabbana light blue is the name of this one. So that's the name of this perfume. So that's just like a little sample. And then they gave me 2 of these creams, some moisturizing cream to strengthen the skin barrier. I think that's nice. That's probably a nice one by this brand called Astura. And then this one's a Hydro Glow Complex by the Key List, or the N Key List, I guess. And then this one is a lip sleeping mask by Laneige. And then this one is a Moroccan oil. Let's see, this is a Moroccan oil, like hydrating styling cream. I don't use styling creams on my dreadlocks because it will get stuck in my hair, which is not good, and create buildup. So I just use like oils and just water and stuff in my hair. rose water to be exact. And then this is Joe Malone. This is called Beach Blossom. So this is the perfume for that. So out of all that stuff, there's only a couple things that I would actually keep. And then this is the K. Ali perfume. Let's go ahead and open it up so you guys can see it. I did smell it in the store. This one is supposed to be, I don't have my glasses on. It has keynotes, the notes of the olfactory, okay, which are like your senses, what olfactory means. It has freesia, strawberry, pink marshmallow, creamy coconut, whipped vanilla, and pink musk. So it's supposed to be like a light smells. Now, I sprayed a little bit of this on my shoulder back here because my husband sprayed some other perfume on me too. I forget what he sprayed on me. Was it Dolce & Gabbana? I can't have to ask him what it was, but it was like a $300 bottle of like perfume or cologne or whatever you want to call it, but perfume. I'm trying to think who it was by. I forget who it was by. Was it Chanel? I don't know. It was something that he liked the smell of it for me. It was like a woodsy kind of smell, like a vanilla, but with like a woodsy scent. I feel like it could be like a unisex or like for a man, just simply because it smells so like a man. So this is the K. Ali right here. This is beautiful, right? Look at that. This is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I'm going to use this one. I can't wait to use this so I can tell you guys exactly if it lasts all day. Because I think I told you guys before that I smelled it before in the class. I was just saying the classroom. Lord have mercy. I'm tired. The classroom. What classroom did I smell it in? That's a mess. I was going to say that. So it smells very sweet. I think I'm ready to sneeze. I don't think that's a good sign, but hold on. Yep. Oh my goodness. Okay. Bless me, right? Isn't that funny? I sneeze. I cannot believe I sneezed when I sprayed this. That is so crazy. That is so crazy. I hope that's not a bad sign, a bad omen. I did smell it in the store today. It did not make me sneeze. And then I tried it on like on Mother's Day. It was the first day that I actually sprayed it. So just that bit that I sprayed on my arm, my God, I can't believe I sneezed, you guys. Maybe it was just time for me to sneeze. I don't know. Hopefully I won't. But then again, like I told you guys, I'm a little bit under the weather. But this smells so good. It smells so sweet. I really love this one a lot. So I'm definitely going to use this tonight when I actually get out of the shower. And then I have these other two little small samples. I'll probably like put these in my purse. These are just nice to have. Like if you have little small little samples of perfume like in your purse or just on your nightstand if you just want to like freshen up. Those are always nice to have. Some of these samples I'm going to get rid of because I'm not going to use all of them. I don't like to use a lot of samples because you just never know. Some of them are going to be good and some of them are going to be bad because some of them will definitely be an issue for you and, you know, cause a problem. So I don't want to be using those like that. I went to Costco today as well. So let me show you guys what I got from Costco. So today Costco had this bread and I thought this bread looks really good. So we bought this because we have to go to Costco and get some stuff since we have been gone for a week. Have to do some grocery shopping, grocery store, Costco, all that. This bread is called Inked Organics and it has this packaging on here, Bread Company, and it's a sourdough. It's called Rosie's San Francisco Bay Sourdough. And oh my gosh, you guys, they had this on sample. Look at the packaging. Those packaging is beautiful, right? So they had this. I thought this was really nice. This was the packaging. And I also bought, I have to ask my husband where it is. I don't see it in here. So I'm wondering if they even give it to us because I bought some seasoning. Give me 1 second. Let me go ask him where it is. Okay, guys, so I'm back. I had to stop the video to go find my my seasoning. So this is the Spanglish Asadero. Spanglish Asadero. It's an elote, like for corn. So elote is like, elote means corn in Spanish. So it's made with chipotle, lime, and Parmesan cheese, like Parmesan cheese. So US grade, and it's amazing flavors blended from family and tradition. Our elote seasoning was inspired by our love for the classic Mexican style corn. So they actually had this and they were putting it on popcorn. I could have sworn, I think I was hungry. This is before me and my husband went to Cheesecake Factory for lunch today. I saw this in the store. This brand I have seen on Instagram and this looks so good. This packaging is beautiful. She is like a Katrina, which is how her makeup is, like the Day of the Dead. So the women that have like the Day of the Dead kind of like makeup, correct me if I'm saying it wrong. If I'm saying it wrong, I apologize. But I want to say she is a like the Day of the Dead, how the makeup and the dresses. I think she is considered a Katrina. I do have quite a few of these in my house. So this is really pretty. So I love the packaging. It's very, very beautiful. Love the packaging. They have a bunch of different flavors and stuff like that. So check them out online because they do have a website. And I saw them first on Instagram. The other thing that I bought from Costco was this swimsuit. This is really funny because this is how the swimsuit came. It's actually like this. It's really a big swimsuit. As far as it's DKNY, and the size on this one is extra large. I typically, if I get like a blouse or something, I can do an extra large. Sometimes if it's leggings, I can do an extra large. I don't always get a large. Sometimes stuff, if it runs really big, I can get a large. But this swimsuit, I really don't wear a one-piece swimsuit, so I was kind of nervous about buying it. But if I just don't like the way I look at it, I would put like a little thin little t-shirt, tank top or something over it. But I thought this was really cute. I actually had a blue one at first that was like one piece. My husband was like, I do not like that swimsuit. And the more I looked at it, I was like, yeah, I kind of agree with you. And then I saw this one. I thought this one was very stylish. My daughter needs a new swimsuit too. You guys know we have a swimming pool at the house. So we want to try to start getting in the pool and stuff again as it's getting warmer. But I want to get a new swimsuit because I haven't bought one in a really long time. And I don't typically wear a one piece. But this is this one. And I was actually going to get the XXL, which has like the orange paper on the side. But my husband was like, that one looks too big. That one looks way too big for you. And I was like, well, I'm a plus size girl, so I don't know if this extra large is going to fit me. I think that it looks even bigger because of this cardboard they have it on, which is kind of cute. So I have to actually try this on and see if it fits me. I hope that it fits because if it doesn't, like, am I supposed to take it back? Or, you know, what do? It has a liner inside of it, and you try it on with your clothes, obviously. So I don't know if I'm going to end up keeping it or if I'm going to take it back for the other size. But, you know, sometimes something might look really big, but then when you try it on, you kind of know your own self. Like, if I had been by myself today, I definitely would have got the XXL because I feel like the XXL would fit me. But because I was with him today and he was like, you don't want to be real big, the swimsuit, stuff like that. You know how men are. Men want you to be in some tight clothes and they want you to be looking sexy, tight, all this other kind of stuff. I'm here for comfort. Like, if it's cute and something turns out to be sexy, wonderful, wonderful. But if it's something like that, I don't want to be sitting at the pool with some tight, you know, I'm just hoping that it fits because I did listen to him on it because he was like, it looks way too big for real. Try that one, try that one. I was like, okay, if it don't fit, if it's too small, I'm gonna be mad. And he was like, I don't want to be the fault. And I was like, I'll get that one, I'll try it. But I really don't like to get input when I'm actually buying something for myself because I typically know what I'm gonna look like in something and I know where my figure flaws are. And he typically is like the one that's always like telling me to get something smaller because I think sometimes he feels like I buy my clothes kind of big. But as you guys can see, this top is fitted. A lot of my clothes are not fitted per se, but you know, not real big. I don't typically wear baggy clothes. Whenever you guys see me, you guys don't hardly ever see me with baggy clothes on, right? Like, I usually wear stuff that kind of fits my size and that's flattering for my figure. But I definitely don't want to have a tight swimsuit where I can't breathe. And I also don't want to have one that's too big. So hopefully this one will fit because I'm not feeling too good about it. Just looking at it, eyeballing it, I'm like, no, I think I should have went with the XXL. But we will see. I'll have to let you guys know in a later video if I could have fit the thing or not. We went to the winery today. There is a winery not too far from us. We actually went to Cheesecake Factory for lunch. Me and him, we had a nice lunch, had some drinks outside. It was really nice. And we bought 3 of the Stella Rosa wines. You can get any of the wines at the winery. You get 3 for, I think it's like 3 for $60. Basically, that's what it pans out to be because it's about, I think it knocked off a couple dollars. It's like $11 or $12 a bottle. Then if you get 3, it's like 3 for $60. We didn't need 5 for, it was like 5 for $80 or 5 for $90 or something like that. I can't remember how they were like knocking off. They had some kind of special. So we just decided to get the ones, just get the 3 because 3 is what we have. I had 1 bottle of wine here. Actually the same flavor too. I'm looking over there on my counter because I bought some before we left for our vacation. But this is actually the Stella Rosa Golden Honey Peach. This one is very sweet. If you like a sweet wine, this is definitely the great one to get. I feel like Stella Rosa has a lot of flavor. It has a little bit of effervescence to it, which is like bubbles or like sparkling aspect. It has a little bit of that. It's not real heavily like a soda, but imagine how Sprite has a little bit of bubbles, like consistency. That one has that too. Another one that I picked up before we left for our Florida vacation that I put in the freezer and forgot it was there and blew up the whole freezer. Oh my gosh, I hate when I do that. I'm really infamous for leaving stuff in the freezer and doing other stuff and forgetting. That's horrible. It's a big mess. So this one is a Stella Rosa Black. This one is a dark red one. And when I tell you guys, this one has so much flavor, it packs a delicious punch. If you like a really sweet wine, this is what you want to get. So I'm not like a dry wine person. I don't like a dry wine. I don't like any of the sherries or the Pinot Noir. I don't like any of those kinds. I'm a Stella Rosa girl. It's got to be sweet, but also sparkling. There's a lot of other wines too you can get like at restaurants at different places. And people are like, oh yeah, that one is sweet. That's a sweet one. You taste it and it's not even sweet. Like these are actually really sweet, really sweet. Like they kind of give the vibe of like a Sprite or something. You know what I mean? So this one is exciting. I had not seen this one. I guess I haven't been to the winery in a while, but this one is a new Stella Rosa. I don't know if they're going to bring this to the grocery store or not. Stella Rosa's alcohol content is really low, you guys. It has like 5% alcohol, like 0.5% or something like that. There's some new wines that the winery actually came out with. They said like I guess the volume of like wine or alcohol rather. Am I saying that right? Like the alcohol volume. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I guess the amount of alcohol. Let's see. Alcohol 6% by volume. So 6% is really low. Like 5 or 6% is super low. Shouldn't give you like make you drunk and oh, you're not gonna be feeling like that. Now there was another wine there that she said it was like 15%. So 15% is high because this is only 6%. But this one is supposed to be like the honey peach one I have over there. My husband was like, are you gonna get the new one? Because that's still a honey peach flavor. I was like, no, this one is supposed to be flavors of honey and peach, but it's actually like an Italian countryside wine. It has like a different taste to it. They do have a lot of the wines on sample, so you can try them, which I did. And then the Stella Rosa has a chart on the back right here that tells you like how the intensity of sweetness it is. This is still considered a semi-sweet wine, but I would say it's a super sweet wine. But look at the package on this one. This is perfect for like the summertime. I love this. I'm gonna definitely chill it. You can wash yourself off some strawberries, some blueberries, and you know, some peaches or whatever you have. You can also freeze those items and then put them inside of your drink to have a little like frozen little treat at the end. What else do I have today to share with you guys? I'm trying to think if I had something else to share with you guys. I think that's everything from Costco. So I had the swimsuit. I showed you guys the bread. And then I showed you guys the wine. And then the elote seasoning. So the showstopper of this video, I wanted to share with you guys the shoes. So when we were in Florida, we saw a lot of people wearing these shoes. So we went to Dick's Sporting Good because that's where I was told these shoes were at. So these are actually some shoes that I saw a lot of people wearing in Florida. And I was like, what the heck is this? Like, because you know, some things are just trendy. And you're like, okay, I'm here for trends if they make sense. But I'm also not one of those people that'll buy something just because other people have it. If it's something cute, if it's something cool, if it's something nice, I will look into it if it's something I'm interested in, but I have to actually like it. So when I saw these, when I saw these shoes, I was just like, okay, everybody's walking around with them, but this is this blue box with this small little word. So Hoka. So when I was at Walt Disney World, people were walking around with these shoes. It wasn't that they were super fancy or they were super adorable. They just were shoes that a lot of people were walking around with. Some people had them on with a thin sole. Some people had the slanted thick sole. There were some people that had them on. They looked like they could have been made out of like a really nice leather. And then other times looked like they were made out of material. I mean, it was so many different ways that these looked. And I was just like, wow, that's crazy. So another shoe that people were wearing in Florida was another company called Brooks. So it was either the Hokas or it was Brooks. And then you saw other people wearing Adidas and, you know, we had Nikes on, but I had some Pumas on the rest of my trip because the Nikes ended up hurting. I had brand new Nikes from last year that I never wore in a box, took those, and my son was like, yeah, you probably need to break those in before you went. And I was like, yeah, I figured they were Nikes. Most of my Nikes have just been put them on and go, never had any problems with them. So today, me and my husband decided, let's go to Dick's Sporting Good and let's go check out some Hokas and see how they fit. So this is my unboxing for the Hokas. I was told that they fit really, really well. I had never heard of the brand before, but I kid you guys not, it was so many people wearing these at the parks. So apparently they're good for exercising, for walking. They have different ones that are like water resistant for people that do hiking, mountain climbing. They are like an all-inclusive brand. That's the kind of the information I got from them. I don't know what year they started. Was trying to find a little bit more information for you guys, but I did go to the website. All I can see on there is that they're very all-inclusive. It's all-inclusive equity of equality, the equity of equality, inclusive brand for everybody and anybody. It definitely is a company that donates and does a lot of positive things and stuff like that. So that's the gist of what I saw on the website, which I'm here for it. I believe in equality and I believe in fairness for everyone. I believe in everybody being included. So I'm here for all of that, right? So that is awesome to me. That's enough for me to be like, yep, I made the right choice. So I love the Hoka shoes. So there were so many different ones to choose from. So I decided to pick these up. I did buy I did buy some socks. They must have put my socks maybe in my husband's bag. I'll have to go over there and look. But these are the ones that I actually picked up. So these actually have like kind of like a bluish gray kind of tone to them. And I told the lady that my foot was kind of flat, but also wide. So I wanted to get something that was going to be nice and comfortable. But these are the Aurora 7s, and it just says Hoka on the side. So these are absolutely adorable. Aren't these cute? Like me, I love bright colors, and these are some of my favorite colors. Like it has green in the inside, which I love. I got makeup on them already when I tried them on. It has green inside. Green is one of my favorite colors. It's got the green and pink on the bottom. Love that. It has the pink all the way around it. It has blue, and then it's like this kind of soft blue kind of gray color. These are super comfortable, you guys. I got them in a size 10 because I do wear a 10. Yes, my foot is big. I bought these in a size 10. I thought they were super comfortable. I did start off with the, I started off with the stocking. I started off with the stocking first, and I tried that on with the stocking. And then after the stocking, I was like, you know what? Let me, I was like, hold on. Let me try these on with a sock. Let me see if I can find the sock. Give me one more second. Okay, guys, so I am back. So the socks that I picked up, I was hoping that they maybe had some Hoka socks, but these are called Features. So these are actually from Dick's Sporting Goods. If you guys have not been to Dick's Sporting Goods, they have like, like Stanley Cups. They have like different sports, you know, bats and gloves, and they have exercise clothes, and they have all different brands of shoes, and it's just like a whole sporting good type of store, like for sports and athletes and working out and stuff like that. So I did buy these socks. I thought these are kind of neat. I got makeup on these too. I got makeup on everything. So these kind of sort of went with the color. I like the way they're pleated, like in the center. I don't know if you guys can see that little cutout. You know, normally your sock would go straight across up here. You guys can see it's kind of cut right there. I thought maybe it was pushed in or something weird because I had never seen socks like this before. But that's the way that those are made. So I just like grabbed a pair of socks because they didn't have any for sample for you to try on. And so they just had the pantyhose. So of course, I was like, you know what? I need to try on a thin ankle sock because that's what I'm going to be wearing with those when I wear them. But I'm really excited to actually start wearing those. So let me throw this paper in the trash. I have a few more things for you guys. I have some friend mail, and then I have the shirt from Temu, and then I will be out of you guys' hair. And let's get to the business. If you guys are subscribed to the channel, thank you guys for being here. If you guys are not, I would love to have you guys be a part of the Lock with Leilani family. Definitely make sure that you guys check out all of my Disney World vlogs before this video because I did have 4 different vlogs. I had 6 days broken up into 3 videos of my Walt Disney World trip. We did go to all 4 of the parks. We went to a lot of character dining. I have a last video, which is on the merchandise, our travel home, and then the merchandise. So if you guys have made it this far, then you guys would have seen those videos already. If you guys did not, definitely go back and check them out. I also did a pack with me so you guys can see some of the things that I packed. So because I sometimes have the guys in my house items, I can share it with you guys because typically I'm just sharing my point of view of things and what I have. But my husband actually bought some shoes. So we actually both bought some. My husband's in medicine, so he wears like clogs to work. If you guys are familiar with clogs. So he typically wears those to work, but he was saying that one of them split and he wants to try to get away from the clogs and just wear some soft tennis shoes at work for a while and kind of see and then get the clogs when he has some time off from work. But these are the shoes that he actually bought. I don't want to mess up his box because, you know, people are so particular about their stuff, but I have to show you guys his shoes. These are the ones that he bought, and these kind of look like they have like a leather kind of upper. And then if you guys look in the front there, it has like a little pull where you can actually pull the drawstring where you don't have to be lacing the shoes, but you do get a option to take that out and go with the laces if you want. So that's the lace that's right there. But these are his that he picked up, and they say Hoka on them as well. So he went with these. These are really nice, and they have like kind of the same kind of, has pretty much the same kind of heel that mine has. So I don't know how much his were. Yes, I do. I take it back. I'm lying. I do know his shoes were I think his were $174, and then mine's were $110, I think, or 97 or 100. I can't remember. Listen, his were like 175. Mine, I think, were either 95, 100, or 110. I don't remember. I gotta pull the receipt, which I think was in the other bag. I already took the bag. My bag, I already took it to the hallway now, so I paused the video to grab his. But apparently, all the people that I've talked to, and I talked to maybe 5 or 6 people, I kid you not, at Walt Disney World, and then I actually had 2 ladies that were inside of Dick's Sporting Goods that were actually buying these shoes. The lady in Florida was telling me about some website that, there's a website, there was 2 websites, Sunday Morning, am I saying that right? Sunday Morning, and some other website she was telling me about that sometimes has the Hokas for sale, a percentage off or something. I don't really know, but you guys can look up their website online. kind of get an idea what kind of shoes they have and stuff like that. But I will tell you guys, the shoes were very comfortable. Of course, I have to wear them a few days to really see, but the lady in the store today I was talking to, she had a daughter that was 17, like my daughter, and she had a 14-year-old son. She said she was in there getting a second pair of shoes. She said because she wanted to get some more because she has really big dogs at home, and she was saying her dogs always step on her white tennis shoes and mess them up. So she said she wanted to get some darker ones, but she said the ones that she had on, she really liked them. She has plantar fasciitis, which is like a condition of the heel, you know. And so she said her feet hurt all the time, and those shoes help a lot. So that was really good. Another thing that I have like a sciatic nerve issue that I've been having for a while. I think I've kind of told you guys before that I've had 2 different car accidents. Not my fault, not my husband's fault. My husband was behind the wheel both times, but I want to say 2 years ago, like the eve of Christmas Eve, there was a man, I was going to say a gentleman, but of course I'm pissed off. I don't want to call him a human, right? Because you're like, you're crazy, you idiot, you hit my car, right? You want to just be like, you just want to call him everything else. The gentleman, I'm going to say it nice, the gentleman that hit the back of my car hit us really hard. And of course, my husband was driving, I was in the passenger seat, hit us really hard, boom, in your back, right? Threw my back out. And then a couple of years before that, same thing, my car, another car that I had, we were under the freeway, the first car, 2 cars behind us, chain reaction. The third car hit the second car smacked into my car, boom, again on my back. So 2 times now I've had an issue with my back. So I'm thinking, I'm not sure if I have issues with my back from straining, getting older, having a little extra weight on me, which of course I'm working on slowly to get it off. But then also I just have it. So now it's like a sciatic nerve problem. So my husband say the way that it works, he works in ortho. So he said the way it works is you have like a pinched nerve in your back and it affects your leg. So it'll make your leg like feel like numb or whatever. Growing up when we were kids, we would say, I feel like my foot is asleep, or I feel like my leg is asleep. So sleep translates into being numb, right? Because that's what we used to say when we were younger. Growing up, that's what we said in my family. My leg is asleep, my hand is asleep, my foot is asleep, right? Because it goes to sleep, but it's numb. So basically, as I'm talking to you guys right now, I've been standing for a while, so my numbness is starting to affect me even more now since I went on the Disney vacation. So I just been taking like the back of my palm of my hand, and I just been like straightening my back out like this, just putting a little bit of, pressure just on kind of leaning a little bit. And when I was in 40, 50, 60-minute lines at Disneyland, that was hard, really hard. I won't lie to y'all. So I can do this for a few minutes, and then I would just do it for really a few seconds, quick seconds, milliseconds, and then I would have to move up in line. And then sometimes it would be so many people in line that I couldn't just lean and just kind of take the pressure off my back. And then remember, I was carrying the Loungefly, and then I had that big Stony Clover backpack on that had a million things in it. Going to Florida had a million things in it, and coming back it had a million things in it. So it was really hard for me, but I'm definitely having this sciatic nerve pain, and it has gotten worse since I went to Disney. So it affects my right thigh. So right now my whole right thigh is numb, but now it's like an aching pain since I went to Florida, the Disney lines, all the walking. Instead of it just like going numb like it was doing before I went to Florida, because I've been having this for a while now. Like if I'm in the kitchen washing dishes, standing up too long, cooking and stuff, it just like gets really numb. And it's uncomfortable, but it hadn't gotten to the point to where it was burning or it was like hurting a lot. So now that's kind of what I got going on. So I may be making another appointment for the doctor to go in and see what's going on, because I might need an x-ray of my lower back too because of the 2 car accidents. I just want to make sure my back is okay. So I'm probably going to make myself an appointment on Monday, just kind of go in, just tell them that, I had a couple car accidents over the last few years, kind of move my back around a little bit, and I've been having this sciatic nerve issue. So I want to come in, possibly see a doctor, get an x-ray or whatever. So I have to probably I have PPO now. We have PPO insurance now. So I'm probably going to go, I can go wherever I want to. So I'm going to talk to my husband and see if I should just go straight to an ortho doctor, or if I should go to like a nerve doctor specialist of some sort. I don't know. If you guys have been through any of that, let me know, because I don't know where to start. But I know my husband will be able to guide me. But just sharing that with you guys, because I know sometimes you have things going on and just like, it's horrible. Some people can relate and some others can't. But hopefully I'll get that looked into. But anyways, that was my husband's shoes, the Hokas. So I'm looking forward to trying those on, seeing how they work out, and hopefully they're going to work out good. Trying to remember if I want to share something else with you guys before I go. I think that's everything that I have. I appreciate you guys for watching. Oh, I'm sorry. I have 2 more items to share with you guys. Let me grab them. So the first item that I have is from Temu. So I had a package that was delivered from Temu, and it was a red shirt that I was actually going to wear on my trip. So if it looks okay and it fits all right, maybe I'll wear it tomorrow. But this is the shirt that I bought. I was actually going to wear it because The other shirt that I bought, I really didn't like the way it fit. So I was like, I'm going to order another shirt from Temu and just kind of keep pushing. But this looks like this is going to be cute. It's just a straight up and down. This is actually a nice blouse. You guys remember I told you guys about quite a few of the Temu blouses that I bought that fit kind of weird. This one looks like this is cute though. See that one? It's just like a slack kind of top. It's just an extra large. So I should be able to fit this one pretty decent. This will look cute with like some leggings. Like today I have on a black skirt. So this would have probably went well with that. But this is pretty. But it's kind of like a dark burgundy color. Ish red. I guess I could wear it for like Christmas or whatever I want. But that was a top that I got from Temu. So I just opened that with you guys now. And then I have some friend mail. So let me show you guys that. So I have my sweet friend, sweet friend, Kelly All Day. Is so sweet. She's really, really sweet. She's very supportive and she shares, you know, a lot of her video content with us that has to do with her and her new home and just her shopping. She has 2 different channels. She has Kelly All Day and At Home with Kelly All Day. So I'll definitely link her channels in the description. Hopefully I remember to do it because I always say I'm going to link something and forget. If you guys don't have it, just let me know. But I'm mentioning her now so you guys know. But Kelly's super sweet. She knows that I love Sesame Street. She and I have that in common. She loves Sesame Street a lot, Snoopy, and also Disney. So we have that in common. And there was a Sesame Street apron that came out a few videos back. I don't know if you guys remember. I was saying I've been finding a lot of Sesame Street stuff in the stores. You guys saw my Sesame Street cupcake and all the Sesame Street stuff that I've been doing. And I just really love Sesame Street. We all grew up watching it, right? So she knew that I love Sesame Street. So she was like, there's a Sesame Street apron. I remember you talking about there should be a Sesame Street apron out. There's one. Somebody else was sharing it. I think you should look for it. I saw it, you know, in the store. And I was like, oh, wow, thank you so much. I'm going to try to look for it. So I never came back and talked about it. So she probably said, you know what? I'm going to get this for her. So she sent me a really beautiful note. I'm not going to read it aloud because I don't like to always read the notes aloud and stuff like that. But I thought that was very sweet of her for her to send me something, just to be thoughtful and send me something. I thought that was very sweet. So this is the first that I am actually opening this. So this is actually inside the bag. And here we go. This is it right here. This is absolutely adorable. So she actually sent it's actually a 2-pack of Sesame Street aprons. So this is actually the first one right here. And she told me it's like a mommy and me type of apron. So unfortunately, I don't have littles anymore. I wish I had a little person in my life that I saw every day because that would be awesome. So this is actually Cookie Monster. So this would be perfect. Like I do have a little niece that I can send it to. She's actually 6. And so I can probably send this to her. But this is Cookie Monster. And this is absolutely adorable. I absolutely love Cookie Monster. Cookie Monster is actually my favorite. And it's so funny because when you have friends that watch your videos and stuff, they know what you like and what you're talking about, that they can also be looking out for you, just like we look out for each other, you know, different things. So she sent this to me. Thank you, Kelly. I love this so much. This is so sweet, so thoughtful. It's really, really sweet. I love to send my friends, like I send Kelly and Linen Things and Daniel from Golden Finds and, you know, different friends. I like to send out cards. I like to send cards to people. Tish Time, I've sent quite a few of my different friends on social media. I have sent them, they're people that I actually talk to. So I have sent them cards and little gifts and stuff in the mail. They all have sent me things as well. So we all try to look out for each other as much as we can. And they all have been very supportive of my channel as well. So all of those guys I mentioned, let me know if you guys follow them or not. And some of you guys may have come over from their channels as well, but they're all super sweet and very helpful. So yeah, so this is the apron. It just has Cookie Monster all over it, which is absolutely adorable. Has a pocket in the front, which you guys always know. I always say I love a good apron with a pocket in the front. This is absolutely adorable. I think this is perfect for baking, so I definitely will be wearing this one. And then, oh my goodness, the Cookie Monster. Look at that. I'm in love. This is so adorable. Like, thank you so much, Kelly. I really, 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 really appreciate it. It's very thoughtful of you. So this is the package right here. So I guess this is how it came. And it was $16.99 for the price. And that's pretty much how the aprons cost too. Most of the aprons are about, some of them are like $12 to $16. So that's actually a really good price. So you get the adult and the child apron set. So I really appreciate that so much. And that's it, guys. If you guys stayed around this long, I really appreciate you guys watching. I just wanted to do my friend haul and the Disney Hoka shoes, you guys. Like the Hoka shoes are they Disney shoes? Would you consider them Disney shoes? I've never seen them ever before in my life, but people were wearing them at Disney. So Are they Disney shoes or are they not? Let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure you guys like this video on the way out. Thank you again, Kelly. I appreciate you all day long. You are amazing. Made my day. And thank you guys for watching. You guys also made my day. I will talk to you guys later. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Peace.